everyone, and welcome back. I have no idea what day this is for you. For me, it's Monday after work, so it's Monday afternoon. It is such a beautiful day that I thought after work, 4 o'clock, I'll pop down and do a bit on this Gilera DNA. I know Amanda's quite keen. So you haven't yet seen, you've seen a very quick clip of what it's looking like, but this is kind of what it's looking like overall at the moment. One of the key things that's needed at the moment is this starter relay. We need to undo the old one, put on the new one. The original battery is that one. It should be charged. I don't know how good it is. Coolant is all topped up. I made sure I did that. The front is all put on properly. It is all secure. So it's now about the rear end at this stage. So that's what I'm doing. So let me put this. Rear brake's good. Front brake's got, I think it's got a bit of air in it. Look, nothing to it. I think where I left it hanging and stuff, it sucked through air. So I need to bleed that, which is fine, guys. It doesn't take long, but I will get that done because we're due an MOT soon. So first things first, let's get the relay switched over. Second, let's get the rear panels kind of seated with some bolts. Let's get them secure. Third thing is, let's get the front brake bled so that it's working, basically, because it's just lost all of its grip. But we know it works, as we've seen it work. Then we need to do our normal base MOT style stuff. Does it have a main beam? Does it have a high beam? Are the indicators working? Does it have brake lights, etc, etc? The shocks will be fine. They're brand new. The front shocks will be fine. I've just done them. The black came out quite nice. Needs a bit of a clean, but they're fine. It is actually a good looking bike. I don't know if you can see. I don't know if you can really see the work behind it. We've still got these imperfections because we've got stuff, but like that's come out stunning. I think that's come out lovely. The swing arms come out lovely. Did I do the rear case? Rear case has come out lovely. I don't know where that cover is. I have to put that cover on. Frame is nice contrasting colour to the rest of the bike. So you know, it's really starting to come along. What I would like to do is test all of the lights and stuff before going much further and putting on that starter relay, seeing if it just turns over. So guys, original batteries in. Let's see what we've got. Horn, lovely. Right front, good. Right back, good. Left front, excellent. Left back, very good. Rear brake light, sorry about this, let's see. I can see that on the camera. Right front. Oh, front is not engaging. Let me check that out. The wires aren't connected. That would do it. I'll chuck them wires on. Front light, does that come on without the? Yep, that's low beam. Do we have a high beam? Look at that, lovely. And we have a flash. Fairy horn. Yep. Okay, so there you go, guys. That's the crux of the MOT. We know the shocks are all okay and stuff. Let me get that front switch put on, and I also need to get this bled properly, or whatever's going on with this front brake. The originals are much stronger than these, but these are good being adjustable. It is handy. I'll see what's going on with that anyway. Yeah, it's getting stronger actually. I think there was bits of air in there and I'm bubbling it out. Cool. Do you know what would be quite cool? Let's see if it starts. It hasn't started for weeks, plus we've put that new solenoid on. Let me connect up the front brake switch, that will help. Okay, I have no idea how much actual fuel is in here. Front brake switch is fixed, we know that's working now. Watch the light, buzzy, 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 that's the front there. Let's see if we can fire it up. Make sure the side stands up. Make sure we check for fuel. It sounds quite airy, that, doesn't it? It sounds like there's a lot of air going into it. Let me see, I might need 2 hands. Are we plugged in? Let me see, I'm going to get this fired. Give me a moment. My bad, guys. I left this plug off, which is the spark, so we wouldn't have had spark. Let's try again. Cool, we know that runs fine. Obviously we need an exhaust. Order an exhaust, Charlie. Order an exhaust. Honestly, guys, I've got exhaust in mind. My concern is I've got a really cool one in mind, but I do have this concern about noise. I don't know how baffled it is. I think I am going to buy it though. It's fairly pricey, but I destroyed Amanda's, so it's my responsibility. It will look stunning. I am concerned it will be too loud though. Let me chuck on her original though, that's down here, busted up somewhere, so that we can warm this up. Here you go. I know this one kind of can be repaired, guys. We could pop off the rivets, we could pop it out, we could clean it up. I just don't know if it'd be worth it. I mean, all you do is drill out these rivets here, pop out the end, pop all that out, polish it up. We can fix this one. But how worth it would it be? I'd want to paint the arm, which is fine. To be fair, we could paint that black. That's not the thing. Let me chuck this on, we'll see if we can warm up the bike. Alright guys, check it out. I spent hours fitting that on. It looks beautiful. Absolutely the right angle. Such bad practice. Cool, we know it's a run-on rider. That's great news. Let's get the rear end plugged back in. So guys, just for like fun really, I did drill through the rivets of this pipe. This is where you then put things in and start straightening it all out. Get some Autosol on it and polish it right up. I'm only curious, honestly. I don't mind buying a new one, but I am going to see if I can push all this out and see how well it polishes it up. Only out of curiosity. If you find you can't do it from here, drill the other rivets out on the other side, pop the rest out, slide the sleeve off. You may be able to do it better like that, but I'm going to try and push things down and straighten it out. So here it is, guys, in all its glory. All panels attached appropriately now. Seat back on. There is a red seat in there. It's not in great condition. I think the seat should be black. It looks stunning. I can't kind of explain from this angle, but it's absolutely stunning. It's unbelievable. Nat, you've absolutely outdone yourself, and I know Nat doesn't think this is his best work, but you've made a bike worth, you know, maybe £800. I think £1,800 now. I think all day long. I know Nat coats these things with layers and layers of wax. I'm going to put one more on. I know Nat says that new paint kind of soaks it up, so keep putting it on. So I'll put on some car wax. We'll just keep thickening it up just because we can. But I mean, I think I'm really proud of this Nat Knacker's Yard and Motorcycle Rescuer collaboration, actually. It is kind of the thing that happens. I prefer the mechanics. I don't know if Nat prefers the paint, actually. I don't know if he prefers it or if he just does it. That'd be worth kind of finding out with Nat. But he's good at it, so it don't matter if he prefers it, he has to do it. But here it is. This is your Gilera DNA 125. Great running condition. Needs an exhaust. I'll sort that out. That's my fault. The old one I did try. I got it all apart. I took both sides off. This thing's solid, guys. I don't know. I can't get anything in there. I have tried. I almost need like a scaffold bar or something that you can kind of bash this on. But honestly, I'd rather spend 40 quid on something better looking than messing around with that. That's had it, let's be honest. And like I said, the exhaust I've got in mind is wicked. I just don't know. I just hope it's not that loud. That's my biggest concern. So anyway, here you go, Amanda. I don't know if it's Thursday. I don't know what day it is. But here's the bike in its full glory. Done and dusted. I'm just going to try and get some air. All right, Jake. Just going to try and get some air out the front brake. I mean, it is biting, but MOT test is that it doesn't hit the bar. So I think it needs a little bit more. What you can do is strap it down. That normally helps it out. It will go a bit more solid, so maybe I'll do that. Jake, the DNA's finished, mate.
Is it?
Well, kinda, and it needs an exhaust. Some idiot broke the exhaust.
Oh, bloody hell.
I think it was Sultan. I did try and fix it. Look, I took the sleeve off. But that's bloody stiff. That even that sleeve on its own, I thought I'd just put my hand in and punch it out. It's not. It's really stiff.
Yeah.
Still,
it's not.
I honestly thought I'd put my hand in and punch it out. And
it's not like a tin can or anything.
I've got a nice end can in mind, Jake. I just think it's going to be really loud. But yeah, but I don't know. I mean, I know you're not a huge fan of DNAs. I know you. I mean, really, it's a DNA that brought. I think it's a DNA that brought Jake into the game. He bought a DNA once for his.
Like this actually, same style.
For his Evil X, and yeah, he spent a lot of time, days, weeks, months trying to tune it right. He never felt it run right. Now I think if you drove this, Jake, this would run as well when you thought yours was bad, if that makes sense, because they're not the same as Gilera runner engines, even though they're meant to be.
Why wasn't it Gilera engine?
Well, they are.
I mean, Gilera runner engine.
Well, they are. I mean, they are. They're Gilera on. They're the same. But the point is, the DNA was always a bit chuggier and always a bit slower. It never kind of. It never reached its peak. That's the problem. They kind of chug along with power, and they never really reach their peak. They never really get up to the 60s and 70s.
Yeah, I think unless you buy it new.
Maybe some variator tuning, maybe some lighter rollers.
Yeah,
I'm not saying this doesn't. I haven't really properly tested this.
I think it depends on money as well. DNAs are like money pits.
That's the problem. They are money pits. Honestly, I've said it to Amanda. Amanda and everyone out there, I'd be selling this. I'd have this up for £2,000. I'd be selling this. I'd be taking 1850, and I'd be out there and I'd be buying a really nice, more modern moped. But saying that, Jake, if you want an upright motorcycle looking and feeling moped, there is no alternative.
Yeah.
And I think that's what Amanda wants. So guys, we're back to the very nearly ready DNA 125. It's probably going to be finished tomorrow, fingers crossed, probably. Last piece of the puzzle is an exhaust. Now I've bought an exhaust for it and I've kept it quiet. Only Daniel Barnes knows, actually. I don't know why I sent it to him to get his fuse, and I don't think he messaged me back. Daniel, I don't think you messaged me back about the exhaust. I think you skipped it by mistake. Well, here it is, guys. Let's go to the box, and this is the exhaust I've chosen. Let's get it unwrapped. It's brand new. It cost a few pennies. Right, this is the worst one-handed unboxing ever in the world. Come on. Oh, that's what we're looking at. So it can either go on like that there, which actually, to be fair, is pretty cool, or we put it on the link pipe and it comes up here. But that is the exhaust for the bike. That's how it's going to look. So obviously I need to work out how to mount it. It's probably going to be a bolt and some gum. But come on, guys, that's pretty stunning. It'd be quite cool if it was. It could probably go like that. Wow, I don't know. If it went like that and I made a bracket there, that could work. Or now I don't know what way it's meant to go. It's meant to go like that. All right. I think I need to get the link pipe so that we can see exactly what we're working with here, guys. Let me get the link pipes. So guys, this is roughly what it's going to look like. And we're going to get a rough idea of what it sounds like if we fire up. We'll get to hear it. I really hope it's not too loud. Oh, side stand. Come on, come on. Not that loud. What? It's not too loud. It's not. I don't like the shape of it.
I think it's cool.
Do you? Is it too hot? I don't like. I just look. So that's kind of how it's gonna sit. I don't know. I don't like the shape of it. I'd prefer it if it was the other way around. I'd prefer it if it was down.
No.
You think up?
Look, you know, matches the colour of it. It looks very cool. Very cool.
Let me show you what I mean. Hi everyone. It's really nice at the moment that I can come to the garage after a normal work day for an hour. It's actually really quite therapeutic. This is our TMax 500. This apparently has been heavily tuned. It's a low mileage bike. Now, the battery that I ordered came for it 2 days later. I like Tanya batteries. I use them through eBay. Tanya batteries always sort me out. I've never had a dud battery, and I've always had really quick delivery. So big shout out to Tanya batteries. Well done, you guys. You're basically my #1 supplier nowadays. Now, if I could get a bit of a discount, I'd be very grateful. But saying that, actually, your batteries are the cheapest anyway. So they're the cheapest on eBay. They always come 2 days later, and I've never had a dud one, and I buy a lot. So once again, thank you, Tanya batteries. This bike looks very messy. It could do with a jet wash, but that's fine. We'll get to that at some point. First thing we need to do is chuck that battery in. What would be really amazing is if it just fired up again, because it was we had to coax it to life last time. I don't know if you guys have seen that yet. I don't know if I've put that video up. I think I'm due a video tonight. But yes, we had to coax it to life, and it sounded great at the end, but it took a while to get there. So I'm hoping I throw this battery in and it actually just fires up to life easier than before. Now, the second thing I need to do at some point, not quite yet, is I need to do an oil change. I just don't know how long this oil's been there. But I also don't know how much oil goes in. I haven't found a dipstick, and I haven't found an oil window. Very frustrating. So I would have thought there would have been a window somewhere. I wonder if this cover comes off. That's not an oil window, even though it looks like it should be. I'm gonna have to Google it. I wonder if this plate covers an oil window. Oh look, it takes just under 3 litres. But basically you need to know. Got it, guys. Got it. There it is. Okay, that's great news. Found the window. There's a nice amount of oil in there, and actually it looks quite clean. It actually looks really clean. It looks a nice colour there. Look at that. I think we'll probably leave that alone. Let's see how well it fires up on this new battery. That's kind of step number one, and then we can look for MOT style stuff. And if we're so lucky, my God, I've got one near close to DNA 350cc. 3 bikes close to MOT. Right, let me chuck this battery on. We'll see if it fires up. That's step one. Okay, guys, so the battery's in. There you go. Just sits like that. Let's fire this bad boy up. Well, I say that as if it's easy. I didn't hear a prime there, but if it's full, it doesn't need to prime. I've left a clip off there. Where's that spit? There's a little spit there. I don't know where it's coming from. Ah, we've not done up the intakes. Look at that. Right. Interesting. So there's an intake here that we haven't tightened, and actually the intake clip on the other one isn't even on. Okay, must have been rushing. Let me nip that up. There it is. Look, the second one's right there. What's really annoying is it's not easy to get to, but I am going to manage it. So guys, it's running fine. Let's do some MOT checks. Horn, nice. Right indicator, front, good. Rear, great. Let's go left, left rear, lovely. Left front, excellent. Let's go, what's this? Hazard lights, good. What do we want? We want main beam. Oh, I can see that's on, that's lovely. We want high beam. Oh, very good. Look, you can see high, low, high, low. Now, what's that little LED? Is that what does this button do? Remember, it changes colour. I want to see here. So that's blue. Has that made that blue? I don't think it has. Let me turn it. So guys, the rear brake is not bad at all. It's actually very clean. It's got plenty life on the pads. I'm going to give it a quick clean anyway. Shove it back in, shove it back on, and that's going to go straight back. It's greased well on the hinges. That's all good, no worries about that at all. I'm just going to clean up the piston a touch, but not much. Touch, and I'm going to pop it all back together. That's going back on. The disc gained a bit of rust from sitting, but it's the actual pads going around will clean it up, so not too worried about it. You can of course sit here and clean it up with some wire wool like this. I'll do a little bit, but make sure you've got brake cleaner to go over it with after, so that you take off any residue that's left. Okay guys, so actually this bike surprises me more and more. Front brake was very serviceable very easily. All the pistons came out as they should, they all went back in as they should. Bit of a clean, pads back in, pads have plenty life left, loads on that. This looks rusty, but it's surface rust, it'll come off with a good ride. Ride along for a bit, hold your brake for a few seconds, run your brake a few seconds, and it'll kind of all clean itself off. Spray it with brake cleaner, do that a couple of times, and you'll be back to normal in no time. So this little beauty is surprising me, because it's just moved on so fast from 0 to hero, so fast. Yeah, let's keep going. We've got brakes now. If we have brakes, that means we can do a test ride at some point. My next step is to start putting body panels back on, but I don't think that's going to be tonight. I think I'm going to get the brakes done, put it all away, go get myself some dinner, go home and chill out. So, we're on like day 3 or 4 of the build, this TMax build. This was the cheapest TMax in the country actually, considering, excluding even the free one. This is kind of the cheapest one you could buy, and Jake being Jake did buy it, but it's come out okay so far guys. What I need to do now, where are my words today, is get the panels back. I don't actually know how many panels came with it, so it's quite important that I figure that out. I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. So I just need to see what really was given and what might be needed. This is a Mark 1 TMax. Probably makes it a bit more valuable maybe, but also it might be a bit harder to get parts for. I love its shape, guys. I think it's a stunning shape. I think it looks better than the Mark II model myself. Let's see, actually, it was yesterday the last time you saw the bike. See how we fire up. Can't argue with that, guys. Can't argue with that. What we need to do, oh no, panel here. I hope that panel's not missing. That's the one I had trouble with last time. I had to order it from France. Basically, I'm going to see what panels I've got. I'm going to start chucking them on. I saw loads of bolts in here last time, didn't I? Yeah, look at that. Loads of weird bolts in there. I'll scoop them out and we'll start piecing this bad boy back together. Hopefully, we've got a full bike by the end of this. One that eventually goes down to the my jet wash. This seat doesn't lock either. However, this seat has what I think I was looking for, which is, let me find it for you. I think it's that. I think that is the bolt for, so that goes onto there, and then I think it actually does latch. I mean, I don't know how I tell. There you go, that latched. So how do you pop it? Is it left? Oh, look at that result. So we can definitely, oh man, there's two. You know what that means? One for each bike, guys. So I'm here, guys, plodding away. I got these side panels on, they were all there. Got the side panels on, they were both there. Same on the other side. Same on in the middle. The middle panel's here. I've also put the right locking onto there, and I've got the left one for the other bike. That's locked. Turn the key to the left. Ka-ching! It's open. That's great. That adds a bit of value to this bike. I think this bike's a £2,000 bike. So just to show you that I do care about my bikes, this is a dirty TMax 500, which ran okay on the way down. Very, very, very fast, guys. As in, I haven't fully throttled it yet. Main thing, I guess, here is the wheels look very dusty, very hard to reach. Main thing is the wheels, and then kind of the footing area on the plastics. Wheels again, but otherwise this is good. I'm going to try and get in here as much as I can. I'm not going to film any of this, that's silly, but just to show you that I am doing it. So there you go, guys, bike's had a nice clean. Now basically a detailing spray or some wax, all of that stuff will bring it up even better and it will look nice. So I'm going to put some black on that panel there so it's neat. Bit of compound will sort some of these scratches out, but not a lot of them. They're quite deep, so there's kind of no point. Same here, look, they're quite deep, no point. But a bit of wax and a bit of care. Compound might take this off. That seems fairly low. Cutting compound might take that off. That's been touched up. That hasn't. So worth kind of looking at that a little bit. But listen, when I say this bike's fast, bloody hell. Bloody hell. You can't rev it for long, basically. What's seriously annoying is this churning. So you rev it and it churns. I've got to put some glue on that. I don't even know if they bloody work, but I hate that. Got to put a bit of glue on them when they do that. Put a bit of glue in there somewhere under there. Make sure it doesn't spin. Really, you want it kind of where it's out the way, so I'd probably want it there underneath. So you max out. See, I can't even tell when I'm maxed out now, because it all spins, you see. Max out is there. But really, really nice bike. Like I said before, guys, it's got plenty service history, most of it, and runs and rides beautifully, cleaned up really well. Carb clean absolutely saved this bike. Actually, it saved this bike. This bike wouldn't be where it is now. This bike would be a scrapper. It would be for parts if it wasn't saved. So a bit of some cleaning by hand, some detailing spray, maybe some thick car wax, and then at some point this will be ready to go. I'm going to try and get an MOT for this on the weekend.